First, Adam Murphy is live outside the county courthouse with more on this breaking news. Adam, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. The verdict stunned the family of Olivia Pugh, not what they were expecting to get. The judge sentencing Jerome Cox to 12 months in prison, but he's already served since last year, and so he will get time served for the crimes that he was guilty of.
Verdict. Count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
Just before 2 o'clock Friday afternoon, a Cobb County jury unanimously found 68-year-old Jerome Cox guilty of vehicular homicide in the second degree and guilty of failure to exercise due care toward a pedestrian.
Count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
But he was also found not guilty of 4 other charges, including DUI. During the trial, the prosecution argued that Cox was under the influence of alcohol last December when his vehicle hit and killed 17-year-old Olivia Pugh while she was in a crosswalk on Ben King Road in Kennesaw. However, Cox declined a breathalyzer test at the scene, and the defense said there was no official proof that he was impaired, and the jury agreed.
All right, so I think the state has it queued up.
Early Friday morning during deliberations, the jury asked to see video footage of the incident a second time. They also wanted to see a scaled diagram from the crash site.
And we are going to, I believe, send 2 demonstrative exhibits back. Mr. Slifko, could you read out those exhibit numbers, please?
Then, after nearly 12 hours of deliberations over 2 days, the jury reached a decision before an emotional gallery in the courtroom.
Count 4. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of failure to exercise due care toward pedestrian.
And Adam, we saw the family there in your piece, and you just heard from the family of Olivia Pugh, the girl killed in that crash.
Olivia's father obviously disagreeing with this verdict, and the emotion was very raw. He even stated he has now lost faith in the judicial system. Here's what he had to say.
I can't drive past the crosswalk without hesitating, braking, thinking of my daughter and how she lost her life. And how this man killed her through his own horrendous actions.
Now, you will hear from Olivia Pugh's mother all new next hour. Again, this is all breaking at this hour and still very raw at this point in time. We'll share that part of the story all new next hour. Live outside the Cobb County Courthouse in Marietta, Adam Murphy, Atlanta News First.